Back in October, the Shamrocks dominated their first matchup against the Monarchs. Can London even the score? The answer comes your way next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the great cities of the world, London, England. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one between the Dublin Shamrocks and the London Monarchs. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at the Londoners as they get ready here. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Dubliners, they too come in off the bye, so we should have 2 teams that are eager to get back at it.
And players are creatures of habit. You can bet they enjoyed the time off, but you know they're also ready to get right back into the swing of things.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4". On 1st and 10, Anderson. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra next man up since their Friday night light games in high school. It's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So 2 incompletions have led them to an early 3rd and 10. Anderson. Under pressure, and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And on now is the punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And it's fielded at the 34. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6-year quarterback.
So no advantage in this game for either quarterback in terms of coming off that open week, huh?
Yeah, they both had buys.
Both had them, so you got to figure both of them went back, watched some extra tape, polished up their game, checked out their fundamentals, but they also both had an extra week to prepare for each other's defenses. This could be a whole lot of fun.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down. But you look at this defense. They enter play 1 from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And that's been an Achilles heel for them all season long, being able to play against the run, being able to slow teams down. But it's not just that. When you give up big chunks of yardage in the running game, it also opens up the passing options for the team you're playing as well. So typically, when you don't play the run well, you're getting hit in all phases.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Well, you know, if you've got the defense laying back, maybe that option works. But if you're coming hard on 3rd down,
it doesn't work because you force the hand of the quarterback and the runner too quickly, and most of the time, unsuccessfully.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that, and they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up, but obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
Up the middle they go. Cox. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Cox. And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. 2 yards to go, second down. Now Anderson. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, it's Cox. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. To throw is Anderson. Off play action. And a dangerous throw there. Incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Cox. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. When you look at this defense, and this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5. The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Landry, and just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
11 yards there, 1st down.
Dublin.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11 at the 41. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Up the middle they go. Landry. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Here's 2nd and 7.
Out of bounds at the 26-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake. Colbert. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Looking to throw. Colbert, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
That's so frustrating for an offense, especially on the road. You put together a great drive, but in the end, you come away with nothing.
And it kind of silenced the crowd a little, too. But few things wake them up quite like a missed field goal.
London about set to take over on offense. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now, and it's London with the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. They bring their punter out there now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, heal up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
Off play action. Colbert. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. They have pressure coming, and they got him once again. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. And they'll send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. And boy, before the drive even starts, here's a timeout. Wow. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Cox. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
Anderson off the play fake. Over the middle, complete. It's Parker. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cox. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Back to throw. Anderson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Monarchs post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they have no answer for that right there.
An extra point attempt to follow here. And it's good to make it 7-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Dublin's offense now set to take over. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake, Colbert. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Landry. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
False start. Offense.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. They'll keep it on the ground. Landry. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Off play action. Colbert. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Colbert. And his throw is incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
They'll look to throw again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And for the 2nd time this half, on comes the field goal unit here. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And the 10-year bet knocks it through the goalpost. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Anderson. He finds his man, complete. That's Cox. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's Cox. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, no matter how they phrase that's it. Staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it. 7 yards on first down. That fits the bill.
On second down, it's Cox. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Could be some contact going on.
3rd down and 1. Back to throw. Anderson. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. On first down, Anderson. He finds his man, complete. That's Cox. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up, nor practiced it, because on first down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up 2nd and 3rd down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back. But boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Operating from the gun, Anderson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Colbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Back to throw. Colbert. And this will be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And this one is right through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Anderson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Leonard. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. He finds his man, complete. That's Leonard.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw again. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. This is a game, Charles, that's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trail by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Open man here is Scott, complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
5 yards on the play.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And taken at the 46. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Yeah, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
Let's see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Cox. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
They run the counter. It's Cox. And a short gain down to about the 33. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
Operating from the gun, Anderson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick here is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And able to get this out to the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. A touchdown would tie it. They trail 13-6 as they come up with a 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you come around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
I think they tried to fool him on that one. You know, being able to throw the ball to the fullback position. No one was fooled on that play.
No, lost yardage. You think they should yank that one from the playbook, at least for the time being?
I think what you do is you take it out and you evaluate it next week in practice.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
On 1st down, Landry. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 60 yards rushing for him now to this point. Now 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw. Colbert. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Up the middle they go. Landry. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun. Colbert got an open man. It's Scott. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Shamrocks.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a 1st down.
Now, I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Shamrocks are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie things up at 13. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Anderson. He finds his man. Complete. It's Barker.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They'll try the left side. It's Cox. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun. Anderson throwing the out route incomplete. That's Barker. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run it again with Williams. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Anderson now on 1st and 10. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And his guys have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even insult the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They trail 20-13 our score as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Colbert going deep here for Landry. That's caught inside the 20. And touchdown. A big play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Shamrocks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. London about set to take over on offense. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Here now, 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Man open left side. It's Williams. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 2.
On the counter, here's Williams. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time as we have now reached the end of the 3rd quarter of play. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in London. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line. Dublin's offense now set to take over.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Off play action. Colbert. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. The offense on 3rd down. They've converted a 3rd of their opportunities. 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Colbert. And that is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. 37 yards on the punt with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
London about set to take over on offense.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
Now Anderson throwing to start the drive. A quick throw, but incomplete.
That's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Here's Anderson. Going to throw again. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Monarchs have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Here's Booker on the catch. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
the 25-yard line.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Here's 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Colbert. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. A 40-yard punt, no return. London about set to take over on offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They begin the drive with Williams. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Williams. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 45-yard line.
Looking to throw. Anderson. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. So the false start will back them up 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Anderson. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw. Colbert. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. That is his 951st NFL reception, so 49 away from 1,000, but 951. That ties him with Andre Reed.
Oh, I love the trigger there because Andre Reed caught the ball any part of the field and specialized in traffic, similar to what we've seen throughout his career as well. Does not mind going across the middle and making big-time catches.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
The throw over the middle taken in. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Colbert. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
London about set to take over on offense.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Back to throw. Anderson.
Oh, that is incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
So they bring out their punter. He's been terrific so far. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
Dublin's offense now set to take over.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
He'll keep it himself.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a 1st down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
To throw on 2nd down, Colbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had Thought they could exploit them. Unable to do so on that play.
London about set to take over on offense. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. On 1st and 10, Anderson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Leonard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. Now hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. 2nd down and 6 now. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he is going to have a 1st down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory. 3rd down and 10. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by 7. A little over a minute and a half remaining. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. He's got Landry. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't it?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They'll look to throw. And he's got Booker. Down to the 10. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Now the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. London about set to take over on offense. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Anderson. Here we go. This to avoid overtime. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Taken at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Now Anderson. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. To throw is Anderson. Throwing on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
These guys running back out of the backfield. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
And how about that? So many times the big play is what does it in overtime. They got one there, move the ball past midfield, and now you know they're on the move, looking to score the game-winning touchdown because a field goal won't finish the game.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 12 yards there and a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. We'll play only the 1 overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to him.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Williams. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.
more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home field against a division rival and get the victory, so this one feels a little extra special.
It has to, right? There's always just a little more emphasis on games like this. Everyone talks about playing each game the exact same way, but you and I both know that is not true. Division rivals, you want to take care of business not just at home, but against a team that you really don't like very much too.
So for the Londoners, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year, and they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Dubliners, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.